Hello friends, welcome to the next lecture on deno.js, and in this lecture we are going to learn how to create HTTP server and how to create a router module. And before going to that module, I will just run this program again. Deno run main.ts. Yeah, it's printed. Welcome to Deno. Next, I am going to implement on how to create the HTTP server module. Load the HTTP module standard library, create the HTTP server. Like this, we can load it. So we have one module called standard libraries. These all come from standard library. All base will come from server standard library. Under standard library, we can see HTTP module. From HTTP module, we need a server.ts file. We need to import this file. We can copy from here directly, or we can go back and we can see the example from also. There also they have same thing. Clearing everything. Import. We have to use import. We are going to import serve. SRV serve. Not a serve. This is the library. Next, we need to create a constant and const const s equal to new serve, not new serve, call serve function serve, and specify the port number and what port we are going to run. Port 8000. I am going to run on the port 8000. Now we will create the await function. For await and specify const const s of request. Okay, reverse it is re of s. Now send the response request dot req dot respond. We are going to respond body, respond body. Welcome to HTTP server module. That's all. Save it and run it again. When you run this, you will get an error. By default, Deno is secure. Deno is secure runtime. So network will library won't open. We need to allow net. Net will not be opened by default. We need to specify allow net. Deno run minus allow -net. Next, specify the file name. Okay, running. Let's check it. Localhost 8000. Yes, welcome to HTTP server module. Let's print the one server is up. Let's print it. Don't know, right? Whether it is console.log. Server is on 8000. Compiling. Okay, this should be before this one. Okay, for this await function, not after await function. Log server is up, print it, coming. Okay, with 3 lines of code, 3 lines only. One line, second line, or this complete is this is functional and importing. Three simples or five simple lines of code. We have created the HTTP server and it is listening now. Okay. Now what we will do, we'll go to another framework or library, work library. Using work, we can create the routers. It is not a standard library, it is third party module. Third party module, work. Work is middleware framework, third party module. Using work also we can create the we can create the server and we can have routers here. In deleting everything, application. Next we are going to create the we are going to create the object for application. Const app equal to new application. Next I'm going to say app dot use context tx context. Don't worry guys, what is the context object? We'll go in upcoming lectures. Context dot response dot body equals to hd router from work, and we have created object and we are saying when use this router module or context module, respond from here, response this. Whenever you get any router, right, any request, response to the response http router from work. This we are setting in the body, and we need to set we need to say that it is listening on which port. We have to tell app dot listen, it is listening on port. We have to specify the port now, port 8000. Now I will create 8090. Yes, 8090. Just demonstration purpose I am using it. Now console.log server is up. Save this and execute it. Whenever you are executing first time, this module will be loaded into your computer, and only once it will load, and after that it will not load. If you wanted to reload, you can specify reload. Just run like this. Server is up. It is listening on 8090. Straight go to here and specify 8090 HTTP router from work. What we have done, we have imported the module.ts, how to the application, and created the object for application, and we are saying any request comes, respond with this body and listen on this port, printing console.log. Here also 5 lines of code. With these 5 lines of code, we have create the work with the router called context. I will go through like index what is context in upcoming lecture. Now don't think about more about what is context, what is the object. Next we'll implement like few more things like routers, right? To need routers we need few more things. Let me open mod.ts. What is there? Wondering what is mod.ts. This is a module.typescript file. Here we are getting export application, application properties, all these things. Export all these body form, route also we are getting, route parameters we are getting, everything we are getting from module.ts, and all these are coming from send.ts, response.ts, and application.ts we are getting application, all the dependencies. Module is dependent on these modules, it will load it. Context.ts, helper.ts, middleware.ts, we are getting middlewares. Okay, next we are going to use router, specify router. uh, we need to create object for router also. Then go through the example, we need to create object for router also. Without creating object for router it will not work. Control F R O your router. Yeah, they are going to implement book.ts. We need to create object for router also. Okay, now I am going to create object for router. uh, router equal to new router, or I will say route, I will not say router. Minus fast route. I am going to say that route dot get. When I get a get method, call this function. What is the URI? I'm going to specify URI is user. If I get user, then call this function. I'm going to specify the function here. Here also we need to have context. Yes, context lambda function, and here I am going to say context dot response dot body equal to get user. Now router. I'm just printing get user router. I'll restart it. I'm sorry, friend. Yeah, okay. I'll restart it. Restart, and I will show you an error. What happened? Server is up, friends. 8090. Okay, let me go to the a user, right? User we have created. Hey friends, we are getting a router from book. Why? Because we have not said app.use router. We have to tell application to use this router object. We have to tell, otherwise it will not work. After this, what we have to say is app.use router, router dot route routes. We have to specify this, otherwise it will not work. We have to specify this. What did we uh, oh no, have to tell. If you say here, it will not work, friends. We have to tell immediately because context will take higher precedence. We have to mention over here only, otherwise it doesn't work. We have to tell before this context take the higher precedence, friends. If you if you put code after this context, it will not work because this is the default router. If it is not matching with anything, this will take higher precedence and it will execute. So before that, we have to say app.use routes, and so we call user, it will work. If you mention a 1 2 3, sorry, okay, user slash 1 2 3, it will take okay the higher precedence. It is not matching any of the routers. See, like after that, A B C D takes oak. No, no, no. I am slash 1 2 3. This took higher precedence. It will come. Say, oh, this one. You will get response from user. Okay, and we have created the simple router and we have created the default router, and default router will be invoked if none of the routers are matching. And in next lectures we will see how to create the how create the post routers and delete router, update router. Update means for put. Thank you, friends.